Hey bitches. So, I'll be starting this new series discussing my analysis of the strengths and weaknesses of each group I stan. First, I'll be starting with BTS because they are my ultimate group. So, let's get into the video. One of Jimin's major strengths is obviously his dancing, like when I saw that shit he did on the floor during the Serendipity Live stages I was shook. Also, speaking of live stages, Jimin has one of the best stage presences in the group because every time I see a live stage of the boys, he's always putting in a ton of effort into the performance and never looks tired. Lastly, his third strength is his vocals. Yes, sure he may be shaky live, but, in their concerts, when he's just standing there singing without doing any choreography, his voice is so stable it's scary. His major weakness is the lack of stability of his vocals. Jimin has an amazing voice, but the problem is that he isn't consistent with the performance in his vocals. I think that instead of working on his vocals itself, he needs to work more on singing while dancing with a vocal coach to help build stability within his voice. Next is V. V's major strengths are his stage presence while performing and his charisma while performing is very charming and draws the audience in. He also has very stable vocals while performing and I hardly ever hear any mistakes in his voice. Meanwhile, ARMYs always want to hype up Jimin, Jin, and Jungkook's tenor voices and neglect V's baritone voice because K-pop fans only care about high and sustained notes. His only weakness that I could see is his lack of stage presence while dancing because compared to Jimin, Jungkook, and J-Hope he doesn't stand out that much. Jungkook is basically good at everything. He can dance extremely well, he can sing, and he has a very stable voice live. Like I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this boy did 3 backflips while stably singing the high note in Euphoria. His major con is that because he is so talented at everything after a while you can get bored of him because you already know he's going to be good. J-Hope's obvious strength is his dancing, like I was so shocked when I heard that when BTS is performing a comeback, he usually learns the dances first from the choreographer in an extremely short period of time and then proceeds to teach it to the other members. His rapping is also very good, he can rap in any tempo while maintaining a decent flow. And lastly, his stage presence is amazing and he is so charismatic on stage. The only weakness I can think of when it comes to J-Hope is singing. Obviously since he is only a sub-vocalist, I don't expect his singing to be the greatest but I wished that he'd get some more vocal lines instead of just being 99% rap because he has an okay voice to me. RM's strengths are his rap skills and techniques, like this man has more wordplay in his raps than Dr. Seuss and his dancing has improved a lot since his debut. His only weakness is his lack of stage presence, not to say that he has no charisma on stage, but because he doesn't get as much lines as the others and because he's always being put in the back or side of their choreographies he doesn't stand out much. When I first got into BTS and found out about Jin's story I was shook because he went from literally having no experience in singing to pulling shit like this. Also, like RM and Suga, his dancing has improved a ton over time and now he never looks awkward while in their performances. His only weakness to me is his tone of voice because I feel like as he tries to hit certain notes his voice can sound out of tone and nasally, so I think he should work with a vocal coach to perfect the clarity of his voice. Last, but not least is Suga. He has amazing rap skills and he can rap faster than a damn freight train. His weakness is the same as RM's, in which, because he's usually in the back of their performances he doesn't really get much time to shine. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to stay snatched.